good. All right, we'll open up the floor for Chris Olave. We're gonna just get this out of the way. Front row right, Austin Ward, Letterman row. I'm not gonna be wrong.
Chris, what is it about the game that has brought out the best in you?
I mean, it's a competitive game, one of the best rivalries in sports. So when you come to that game, all the preparation we have in the off season, winter, spring, summer, and even fall camp, it all comes to this week and putting everything on the line. So that's the competitive that comes out of me. And I feel like the rest of the team.
As somebody who goes through the full 365 and how important the rivalry is, and the fact that you also played really well in these games, how much did it hurt last year to not have it?
It was weird. It was a weird year, COVID year. I think 3 of our games got canceled, and unluckily, that was a game that got canceled. But I'm just glad we get to play in it this year, so I'm looking forward to it.
Right next door, Jeremy Birmingham, Letterman row.
Michigan was one of the teams that recruited you towards the end as you were starting to kind of become well-known. How did the value of this game change between what they did on the recruiting trail and what Ohio State did?
They both recruited me real hard. At the end of the day, it was a decision I had to make for my future. And that didn't make an impact, but I have respect for that program. It's a great team.
Did their staff, sorry to cover you, did their staff talk about this rivalry at all in the recruiting effort at all?
A little bit. I didn't get that deep into that school, but I talked to them a little bit, but I was kind of leaning towards those schools.
Right behind him, Tim May, Letterman row.
Yeah, Chris, is there a sense that this offense is clicking on all cylinders going into this game? I mean, how much better are you guys from the standpoint of, I don't know, confidence in your quarterback, confidence in everything else? I know you had confidence in from the beginning and stuff, but CJ just seems to have really taken it by the horns recently and stuff. But what is the sense of this offense going into this game?
I feel like we're real confident. We've been confident the whole year, but just to be able to click in all cylinders these past few weeks has boosted our confidence a lot more. I feel like we're having a lot more fun, spreading the ball around. Even when we make plays, we're happy for each other. I feel like that's all that matters is we're having fun out there. And I feel like we're going to be clicking all the time.
Right next door, Doug Maurice, Cleveland.com.
Chris, where did you put your record-breaking ball?
My dad wanted to take it home, but I just wanted to keep it at my house for a little bit, just to cherish it. And, it's a huge blessing to be able to have that ball. I got it at home right now. So.
You obviously had a big game against Michigan as a freshman. There have been, I'm thinking about a guy like Donovan Edwards at Michigan, who just had a big game for them last week. I'm just curious, what's it like as a freshman when you're a talented guy, but you're wondering if your role is going to grow, and you keep working in practice, and then here it is at the end of the year, and you actually have a huge contribution that you make at the end of the year. What was that like for you as a freshman? What is it like for any freshman in that situation?
For me, it was kind of, I just kept my head down, kept working. I knew the opportunity was going to come, and I wanted to jump on that. But it came in that game. I jumped on that. That's where the blessings came from. But as any freshman, I mean, you want to get on the field and make some plays for your team. And for me, it happened in that game. So that's what happened.
Right in front of him, Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch.
Is the feeling on the offense that the only people who can stop you is you? Do you feel kind of unstoppable at this point? And what's that feeling like?
I feel like that's what I felt the whole season. As our offense, we got so many weapons, so much talent around the field at every position. Like when we go into a game, the only person that can stop us is us. So as long as we're on schedule, stay on schedule, keep spreading the ball around, I feel like that's what it is.
And when somebody just says the name Michigan, what goes through your mind?
I mean, it's our huge rival, probably the biggest rivalry in sports. So we definitely feel some type of way about them, but we definitely respect them at the end of the day. It's a great program, always top 10, always a good matchup for us, and always the last game of the year. So we respect them a lot, and can't wait to go out there and play them.
Front row left, Stephen Means, Cleveland.com.
Chris, when an opposing defensive line knows, when you know they just have multiple dudes who can kind of speed up your quarterback's clock a little bit, does that have any level of impact on a receiver and when you guys are out running routes at all?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, as a receiver, you're not racing DB, you gotta race the D line. So when the other team has great pass rushers like Team Up North does, we gotta believe in our O line and kind of speed things up and try to get some yards after the catch. But we believe in our O line and we'll compete on Saturday.
With you being the deep threat that you are, and how that's been up and down this year, trying to finding you out there, do you feel like you're most impacted by situations like that when you have a quarterback who might just need to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker, so it kind of impacts those long developing routes?
Yeah, definitely it does. But like I said, we believe in our O line. I believe in CJ and Coach Zay to make those play calls. So we'll see what happens at the end of the day.
Right behind him, Dan Holt, 11 Warriors.
Yeah, Chris, Coach Day said earlier that this defense he thinks is the biggest challenge that you guys offense will face all year. What is it about it when you're watching the film that you see this defense is going to be a challenge for you guys?
They're real good at every position. They got great front seven. Those pass rushers are real good, and they're solid in the back end too. So they got that safety. They got plenty of players around and a good scheme. So it's going to be a tough challenge for us. But at the end of the day, we just got to compete and have fun and go out there and see what happens on Saturday.
For you personally, when you made this decision to come back for this year, was this one of the games that you were thinking about at that time?
Oh yeah, definitely. I wanted to play in this game one more time. The atmosphere is crazy always when we play them. And just to be in a rivalry and be at Ohio State for this game is huge. So definitely was a thing in mind for my decision to come back.
There's a lot of guys who haven't played in this game because of what happened last year. What do you say to those guys about making sure they understand just how big this game is?
I believe they understand. The freshmen that came in last year, they've been preparing almost 700 days for this game, so I know they're prepared. And the freshmen that just came in, I know they're prepared. So it's just a matter of time for when the game comes, and I know we'll be ready to.
We have time for just a few more. We'll go to the far left, Jared Smalley, WCMH.
Chris is building on Doug's question a minute ago about that game in your freshman year. Now that you've had all these other experiences, all these other records and achievements in your career, do you still look back at that game as kind of a linchpin, kind of that moment where you pivoted to something special? Like how critical was that moment in your career?
It was huge. It definitely changed the way my career was going, and it kind of boosted my confidence a little bit. Having that game and that specific game was huge for me, and have everybody celebrate and get around me and tell me so many things after that game was huge. So it definitely boosted my confidence and changed my career.
And we'll wrap things up. Front row, Joey Kaufman, Columbus Dispatch.
Chris, you guys could end up with 3 receivers over 1,000 yards this year. Are you surprised you don't have a Plymouth on finals?
Not at all. I mean, for this program, we kind of spread the ball around. We're all happy for each other. But at the end of the day, we're not trying to look for personal awards. We want team awards. So I saw the finalists that came out earlier today, and I'm proud of J-Mo. And I feel like he's been real good this year. And his stats say it the most, but I'm real proud of him and everything he's come from. So I can't do anything but root for him.
Great.
Chris, do you think it is harder for people to try to figure out how to vote for this stuff when there's 3 of you guys though?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know who votes for it, but I know it was tough for them. I think you only can pick 1 receiver from each school. I don't know if that's true or not, but I feel all 3 of us should have been on there. But at the end of the day, like I said, it doesn't matter to us. We just want the team awards, and we'll see what happens the rest of the year.
Great. Chris, thank you very much.
Thanks,
Thanks, Chris.